We're starting with mission failed. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? Undisclosed location in the Ark. Perilous siege safe house. Kay stares down with sunken eyes at the sentenced targets brought in earlier. 2 men and 1 woman have their arms and legs tightly bound and tape sealed over their mouths. Scattered around them are various samples of drug prevalent in the Ark referred to as mist. Oh, a drug prevalent in the Ark referred to as mist. Kay peels the tape off one of the man's mouth. Please don't kill me. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Oh, no misunderstanding now, I guess. As the man's body hits the floor, it is accompanied by the clink of a shell casing landing. Kay removes the tape from the other man's mouth. So this is how it ends, getting used and then tossed to the wolves. You don't have a clue, do you? The judges in Perilous Siege are way worse than us. This statement causes Kay, who is aiming her weapon at the man's head, to pause. At least we're honest about being dishonest. But oh no, not you. You prattle on about justice as if there's anything righteous about this dirty work. Oh, another one bites the dust. Oh no, he doesn't. The bullet grazes the man's cheek, interrupting his seething tirade. Shut up. Get it over with, will you? Just kill me already. Another casing drops. The man collapses, his face frozen in contorted rage. Kay looks down at the growing pool of blood with dead eyes. No. The remaining woman, who is still tied up, watches with terror in her eyes. After glancing her way, Kay pulls out a phone and dials a number. Before there is even a ring, the line connects with a click. Report? Request for her stay of execution. Stand by. Denied. Execute immediately. And if I refuse? Murmured voices can be heard on the other end. A voice different from the previously monotonous tone is now coming from the phone. It is a voice of an elderly person. Kay, are you listening? X? That's right. I believe this is the first time you've heard my voice, and yet you still recognize me? That's because you're the only one of the upper strata who still seems human. I'll take that as a compliment. However, I believe we have a misunderstanding to clear up. The man's voice immediately drops all pretense of warmth and shifts to a cold and emotionless tone. Kay can feel the hairs on her body stand on end. The judges are a committee. Everyone has an equal say, and therefore all decisions are impartial. However, the letters in our code names also stand for something. To borrow the terminology you just used, one could say we're divided into the upper and lower strata, yes. So tell me, what do you think that means? Remember what your name stands for. Accept the consequences of the choices you made. I'm waiting for a response. For the sake of a righteous judgment. The call disconnects. Kay grips the phone tightly and clenches her jaw. Having overheard the call, a look of resignation washes over the woman sitting in front of Kay. Undisclosed location in the Ark. Perilous siege. Safe house. There goes the last one. There's the sound of a single gunshot. Then the echo of a shell casing rolling on the floor. Then several more shots. That's quite a way to start off this event. Didn't even get any information out of them. nothing, just killing. It's that particular time of day when the wariness of a full and busy day is intermingled with the satisfaction of having spent your time well. Here's today's breaking news. Traces of illegal drug trafficking were found in an office in the Ark's Western District. The building in question was completely destroyed, leading to ACPU to suspect interorganizational conflict. Things out there are getting grim. I absentmindedly watch the TV for a while, then get up and take a shower. However, I sense that someone is already in the bathroom. In the past, this would have caused me to panic, but that was then, and this is now. The commander's like, oh shit, here we go again. Too many people breaking into the commander's room. Can't even be fazed by it now. I smile and open the door. Oh, hi. I wanted to borrow your shower for a minute. Don't worry, I'll be out of your hair soon enough. Kay's voice seemed dispirited, and I can see bloodstains on her face. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I rush over to check on her. Oh, take it easy, that hurts. I'm not sensing Kay's usual abrasive energy. First things first, let's tend to these injuries. And how do you intend on doing that? I was gonna call Mary or Pepper and notify the entire world about Perilous Siege and what we do. Don't worry about me, I'm not badly hurt. I just need to stay here for a moment. And then I'll be fine. Hey. Kay's eyes close as she slumps over, and I rush over to catch her before she falls. Let me get you into the other room. I try to lift her. Ugh. But she's unexpectedly heavy. What do you mean unexpectedly heavy, Commander? What do you mean? You should freaking know this by now. Oh, thank you for paying your Trauma Corp taxes. I know, Ozana. He acts like this is his first rodeo trying to lift a Nikke. Hey, Commander, hello? Chama's on strike right now, unfortunately. He doesn't want to work. Being a butt. Careful, I'm on a mission of great consequence. They outfit us with special bodies for such missions. Special bodies? They're completely different from those you pick up without a care. When you're out gallivanting with your Nikke girlfriends. I don't know if I'd say the commander's just randomly picking them up all the time. Kay curls up inside the tub. Leave me be. I'll be fine soon, and then I'll be gone. I'm sorry for making a mess of your bathroom. What are you doing? I'm going to stay here until you feel better. Kay stares blankly as I sit next to the tub. Whatever. Do as you please. After responding bluntly, she slowly closes her eyes. You can't say that. Can't say that. She's not your wife. She's not your wife. You can't say that. That's illegal. I'm calling the police. It's my wife. Only I can make a mess. Only me. A while later, Kay has managed to clean herself up. I then summon up every last ounce of strength I have and attempt to help move her. Phew. Are you okay? Sounds like you're the one who needs to lie down, not me. I'm fine. Just gotta catch my breath. Fine. After giving a prefatory response, Kay turns her back to me. Yes? I think I've lost my memory. You think? Oh, what do you mean? Not quite the same as Arcana. It's not all gone, but there are bits and pieces missing. On top of that, I have no recollection whatsoever of the past week. The last thing I remember is formulating a plan to collect intel for a top-level mission. The next thing I knew, I woke up inside the safe house, and everything in between is a blank. Do you remember how you got your injury? Not a clue. They don't appear to be severe, and certainly don't inhibit my movements. Like Kay said, the injuries do appear only to be surface-level cuts and scrapes. It's hard to explain. It's like my body is refusing to move. Top? Bottom? I'm X-Men. At any rate, that's the situation. I also can't get in touch with any of the upper strata, or D. Do you think it could be? I doubt it. You know what? There is one way to probably get D here, or to contact D immediately, and the commander has the keys to that. If they wanted me dead, I wouldn't be here right now. What the? Why? You're a bully. Give me my hair back. Can't snatch my wig. The judges aren't nearly that sloppy. So, what does it mean? Probably just one of those things. Something the judges consider perfectly normal. Why are you drooling? Yeah, give me my hat. I'll cover it up. I don't look so bad bald with my hat on. Do you really believe that? What other choices do I have? No, I'm not bald permanently, Ray. No, I have hair, see? Not bald permanently. Highway. Throw my hands up and wait for things to unfold? I've got to proceed like usual. What shampoo do you? I use a 101 all-in-one shampoo. One of the 101 things that it does is rapid hair growth. That's my secret. Wrap things up, leave no loose ends, and deal with any aftermath if and when it comes. Is that how you usually operate? Yes. Perhaps feeling a bit more energized from our conversation, Kay sits up on the bed. Speaking of which, heading back to work? You catch on quick. I guess. Humans are intuitive creatures after all. Yeah, but I'm not sure I want to get used to what's going on here. Hello? Who is it? Take a guess. Just a moment. Tell her to come in. She already knows everything. All right. Come in. Arcana the cutie. She's back. Arcana walks in with a beaming smile, then promptly spins around upon seeing Kay. You two go ahead and have fun. It's fine. Come on in. Sorry, but I kinda hoped it'd be just the two of us being intimate, whispering sweet nothings to each other and all that stuff. Whoa. Whoa, things escalated quite quickly from the event and Bond story. It's not what you think. After a while, Arcana finally calms down and explains why she came. There was a break-in at the library? The Forbidden Library, to be precise. My room isn't the only entrance into that place, you see. Normally, they're tightly sealed, but Arcana shows us a picture of a metal door that's been split open like a sheet of paper. One of them ended up like this. Thank you for paying our Trauma Corp taxes, Goose. Thank you. You call that a break-in?
Lovely feet.
I do have lovely feet. Thank you for noticing. How have you been, Goose? I know, that word barely does it justice. The other thing is that the alarm never went off. I only discovered it when I didn't have anything else to do. I mean, when I was making my rounds. I've been pretty good. No complaints here. Today is a Monday, and it definitely feels like a Monday. It was just a very sleepy, low energy day. Can I exchange a silent glance? Let's go. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. A break-in at the Forbidden Library, and the memories of a perilous siege member mysteriously vanishing. There's no way it's all a coincidence. Did you say you lost your memory? I've got a great method that works for me whenever my memories get wiped. If you want, I could keep it to yourself. Oh, okay. Well, don't take it personally, Arcana. Let's head to the library. I will laugh at if it ends up being Moran just breaking in to read her dinosaur book. Arcana takes us to the scene of the crime. A bulky iron door thicker than my body has been torn apart like a piece of cloth. Is this passage normally unused? I personally don't use it, no. But others do? During emergencies, yes. Arcana glances over at Kay, who is examining the door. You mean... Yes, this passage is occasionally used by members of Perilous Siege. It's connected to the path that I usually take. Neither I nor anyone else uses it often, so we employ additional security measures to keep an eye on it. Did you report it? Yes, as soon as I saw it. For some reason, I haven't received any response yet. I started wondering what I should do, and then I figured that since you're connected with this place as well, it was smart of you. I'll ask the higher-ups myself. Wait. I suddenly remember Kay mentioning how she was unable to reach D. No answer. From D, you mean? She's probably on a mission. Don't burn me. I'm actually fireproof. You can't burn me. Joke's on you. She's always hard to get a hold of. Really? She always answers my calls, which means that something's wrong if she's not answering the commander's calls. Maybe she's more proactive about answering calls from her husband. I don't think that's it. Anyway, let's go inside. Inside? Whoever did this didn't do it because they were bored. They were looking for something. That's true, but is there anything missing from the archive? I checked the highly classified materials first, and luckily nothing is missing from those. I didn't have time to look at the other materials. Then we can look together. Good idea. If we figure out what's gone missing and what's been damaged, that might clue us in as to who the intruder was. I'm sure that if the commander sent a very suggestive text to D, as long as she was able to look at her phone, I don't think there would be much that would stop her from going to the commander. Kay pushes the iron door further open to us to go in. Let's go. The passage eventually intersects with the corridor leading to Arcana's room. Upon arriving at the Forbidden Library reading room, we commence our search. Not long after that, well, that was less hassle than I thought it'd be. This room holds the documents that are one level below the most highly classified materials. I've already checked them. I see a wooden door which resembles the one I saw before leading to the room where the Goddess Squad records were housed. On it, there's a sign that reads 1452, along with a crude lock. It's open? You're right. The faint, musty scent of old books wafts through the cracks of the open door. What kind of records are kept here? That's where the records pertaining to Perilous Siege are stored. What? Let's go inside. Inside the room is a complete inside the room is in complete disarray. Oh my gosh. Those wicked thieves, they made a complete mess of the place. Arcana hastily begins picking up the books scattered on the floor. Forget about those for now. More importantly, it looks to me like some of the books are missing. What? Just as Kay said, some sections of the shelves are noticeably empty. Do you have any idea what those missing books were about, Arcana? Well, the records here are usually redacted before they get to us. They are? I told you before. The higher-ups censor them. Oh. But I still remember some of the titles. Let me see. Arcana examines the gaps in the shelves. Looks like they're mission records for 2 members of Perilous Siege. So, the Forbidden Library was broken into, and records related to Perilous Siege have gone missing. Meanwhile, Kay has been injured and lost her memory, and Dee is completely MIA. This isn't good. This might go deeper than we initially thought. What the? What was that? Is there some kind of construction going on? I heard they were expanding the Forbidden Library. Yeah, but that's not set to start for a while. Let's check it out. We hurry out of the room to follow the continuous thudding sound. Maybe Dee is trapped somewhere? Or it's someone else. As we run, the noise continues. When we arrive at the main reading room of the Ark Library, we find what seems to be the source of the noise. What are you doing here? Okay, but you're looking mighty cute, so I'll forgive you. Lauren, what are you doing? You can't just be here. Oh geez, sorry about that. Lauren is desperately trying to straighten the bookshelves, which have fallen over like dominoes. Oh man, how am I gonna clean all this up? Lauren? Cadet? Are you here to help me? How thoughtful of you. What are you doing here? Oh, well... Moran looks around the wrecked reading room. I was doing some research. What kind of research would necessitate... Oh. What else? 6-0. What? Huh? Have you made any progress? Moran pulls out an envelope from her pocket. What's this? Mist. This is the room I used to this is the room I use for brief breaks. Make yourself comfortable. Yeah, totally not for slacking off. We don't do that around here. Arcana leads us to a small room connected to the librarian's desk, whereupon Moran, Kay, and I all sit down. You said your name was Kay? Does Perilous Siege have an interest in this as well? That's none of your business. Then I won't share any information with you either. Cadet, let's talk in private. Moran stands up. Sit down. Don't tell me what to do. You little... Both of you calm down. Didn't Rosanna mention something before about Underworld Queen and Perilous Siege not getting along? Why would we get along? With scum like them? Jeez. They say they punish evildoers, but everyone in the underworld knows the truth. The only people who get a bullet to their head are those who get in the way. We punish those who do wrong and make them pay the price. That is the only path to true justice. Don't talk to me about justice. What you do is the furthest thing from just enough, both of you. Lauren, can you tell us what you found? We're in a bit of a tough situation now, and any information you have could be helpful. Fine, I'll tell you, but only because you're the one asking. Lauren sits back down and pulls out a small notebook. According to a recent lead, I found out that mist is being distributed again in the Ark. I did everything I could to track down the suppliers, but it was like they vanished into thin air. I'm telling the truth. I hid myself out of sight and waited for them all to head into their hideout. Once they were inside, I raided the place immediately. But when I did, no one was there. Could there have been a secret passage of some sort? I checked for that too. I ran over that place with a fine-tooth comb and smashed everything, but didn't turn up anything. Could it be... Here is today's breaking news. Traces of illegal drug trafficking were found in an office in the Ark's Western District. The building in question was completely destroyed, leading to ACPU to suspect inter-organizational conflict. So that was you. Huh? What was that? Nothing. So you came to the library to investigate further? No. I ended up apprehending the criminals. They had some mist on them. What? But I don't know what happened. I was chasing after the 3 people, 2 men and a woman. The 2 men disappeared, although I have no idea where, and only the woman was left. Wait. Kay, who has been listening silently until that point, interrupts Morin. Because at the beginning she had apprehended 2 men and a woman. 2 men and 1 woman, you said. Yeah? Do you know something? Kay clutches her head. Kay? What's wrong? Are you hurt? I didn't know Perilous Siege had feelings. Don't worry about it. Just tell me more about the 3 people you were tracking. You said there was only one woman left. Yeah, but something bad must have happened to her. She was totally out of it. She kept rambling and saying someone killed her friends. I was barely able to get a coherent sentence out of her, but finally managed to get a rough description of who killed them. I wrote it down and came to the library to try to find more information. Why the library? I'm sure the library has that kind of information. I'm not so sure about that. What? I thought you could find anything you needed at a library. Anyway, now that I met up with you guys, it doesn't matter. I want to know why she thought she'd be able to find that at a library. Oh, Lauren, I love you, but sometimes you don't make sense. Should I just tell you the description? Please. Ahem. Lauren clears her throat and flips through her notebook. Female with long black hair. It wasn't possible to ascertain whether she was human or Nikke. Hi, Nerdon. It's okay. Late's okay. You haven't missed too much. At the beginning, if you want to recap, at the beginning we see... Shut up, Quas. At the beginning, we see Kay, who has apprehended 3 people, two males and a female, and she ends up killing the first male almost immediately. The second one, she pulls the tape off the male's mouth and allows him to talk a bit. He basically tells her she's a coward and to kill him. She kills him, and then she approaches the female and we hear shots go off. that she's shot her gun, but I don't think we get any actual confirmation that the female is dead. And then it pans back to the commander's room where okay, pause, I forgot a bit. She calls her higher ups and asks if she has to kill the kill the female, and they basically tell her yes, she does, this is her job, and she can't get out of it. And then it pans to her being in the commander's bathroom in the bath, but she ends up telling us that she thinks she's lost part of her memory because she can't remember bits. Not like a full-on wipe, just like selective things being missing. And so we're talking to her about that, and then Arcana comes in and tells us that the library has been broken into. And so we go to the library to investigate. Turns out whoever broke into the section that pertains to Perilous Siege in general, and they took books pertaining to their missions. And then we hear some thudding in the background, and it's Morin. She's in the library. She's almost knocked over a few shelves, but she's in there looking for information on 6-0. And then we come to this room to talk to her, and she's basically just telling us that she was trying to apprehend someone who was who was involved with Mist, and the people that she was chasing down were 2 males and a female, which matches what Kay had at the beginning. That's the basic gist of it for right now. But she also thought that going to a library, she could find descriptions on these random people she encountered. Don't know why she thought she'd be able to find it there, but she did. Not much to go on. Exactly, even amongst our small group. You and I already matched that description. Is that it? Of course not. Next, she had a gun with spikes. A kind of pistol, and maybe a submachine gun. A gun, in any case. Wow. A gun with spikes. A kind of pistol, maybe a submachine gun. Ringing any bells there? I like how it pans over to Kay. Don't look at me like that. There are lots of other guns with spikes out there. Is there any more? Keep going. That's all I got from her. Figures. Oh wait, there was one more thing. I just forgot to write it down. Apparently, the woman was talking to someone on the phone and said something about refusing to carry out an execution and then accepting a choice. A whole bunch of ominous stuff like that. Okay, that's definitely Kay. Then something about a righteous judgment and some other stuff. What did you say? Kay grabs Morin's shoulders and glares at her. What did you just say? What's gotten into you? Morin, can we talk about that woman now? Sure, I told her to go lie down for a while. I can go wake her up. Let's go, quickly, lead the way. Okay. Damn. What the hell is going on? That's what I would like to know. Morin takes us to the point near where the outer rim and arc are partitioned. This is it. I ring the doorbell and wait for a moment, but there is no sign of anyone inside. I ring the doorbell a second time, but nothing happens. Could she have left and gone somewhere? I step aside for a moment. Why? That woman was in no state to go anywhere. That tells me, huh? I thought your brain was a useless lump, but you're pretty sharp. Guess Underworld Queen isn't so bad for a bunch of lousy chumps. Wow, I had no idea you were capable of complimenting someone. Maybe you're a better person than I thought. You stay here and look after Cadet. I'll go inside. Morin easily breaks down the flimsy door and steps inside. Soon after, we've got a small problem, Cadet. Come inside. Damn. All right. Lingering inside the room is a scent I've smelled a few times before, the pungent metallic scent of blood. Not only that, she's dead. The body of a woman lies on the floor. I was holding myself back earlier because it's you. But this changes things. Now I've gotten involved in this. What in the world is going on? I'm sorry, I didn't know when was the right time to fill you in. I began to explain everything to Morin. From Kay losing her memory to the Forbidden Library being infiltrated. All the while, Kay silently examines the dead woman's body with sunken eyes. I had no idea it was this serious. I'm sorry for getting you mixed up in this. Now, wait. Just a minute, let me think. Morin closes her eyes for a few moments, then reopens them. Fine, I'll help. Oh, what about 6-0? It's okay. I'd hit a wall with that anyway. Once I finished helping you and Kay, you two can return the favor and lend me a hand. Okay, thanks, Morin. No need to thank me. What are friends for? Are you two done? I hate to break up the love fest, but perhaps you could spare a moment to look at these. Sorry, I'm finished. What is it? Look at this. Kay points to a wound where the blood is slowly congealing. Does this wound bring anything to mind? While I haven't seen many corpses in my lifetime, this injury does seem familiar. It's a gash, one which seems to have been caused by a knife or some type of heavy blade, like an axe, for example. D? No way. Just then, footsteps echo behind us. No, they put her in her normal outfit. Hi, D. D? Did you do this? D doesn't answer and continues walking towards me. Oh, hold on a minute. Why don't we keep our distance and talk this through? Sensing the tension, Morin steps in front of me, but... Take this. D hands me a phone and steps back. A phone? Why would you... Answer it. As soon as I press the button, a cold and inorganic voice emerges from the speaker. Haruki? Who is this? Is it 7? 7 or V? I think it's 7. Feels weird seeing D like this, especially when a few different depictions of D are with her absolute factory of cake. I know they nerfed. In this outfit, her cake gets nerfed. D's nuts. I don't know, that outfit for D isn't doing nothing for those nuts. The judges. D, return to your mission. D bites her lip and briefly glances over at Kay as she heads out of the room. At the doorway, she stops short and stands beside me. Please help her. I have a mission for you. It's something you're already quite familiar with, so no explanation will be necessary. Wait, before that, I'm not taking questions. Justice has no place for it. What? We judges pass judgment. We embody justice. We are justice itself. Whoa, chill there. Chill there, Mr. Judge. You must follow and respect this. You are the Ark's salvation, and humanity's as well. You must become an infallible, unwavering symbol of righteousness. All of your past verdicts were the foundation. Those made in the future will be the harvest. And this judgment will be the turning point. A watershed moment. An inflection point. A divergence. The moment in which you realize the true meaning of justice. So make your judgment. Deny all falsehoods. Eradicate evil. Uphold justice. That is your role and your duty. It is your destiny. The voice brims with more than mere conviction. It seethes with madness. I only now realize that I haven't moved this entire time, and it's only with considerable effort that I can open my mouth to speak. Last judge we've dealt with was the judge in Ace Attorney. Yeah, Seven's actually just the judge from Ace Attorney. He's just very serious right now. Who is the target this time? Who do you want me to pass judgment on? In response to my question, Seven lets out a sigh that seems both regretful yet also self-satisfied. The target this time, Seven indicates the target, is me. Huh? You want us to take out a judge and it's you? Oh my god. Also, man, they didn't have to make Lauren so cute. Kind of hard to see her as that bro I'd play games on the couch with. Yeah, she went from like, I mean, she still has kind of like a tomboy-esque feel to her. It's just a lot. It has more girl to it now. It's still super cute though. Are you sure this is the right way? Kay does not respond to Morin's question. Hey, I said, is this the right way? Most likely, yes. I have a rough idea of where the safe house is, so I'll take the lead. All right. Watching Kay silently bite her lip reminds me of what just happened. The target this time is me. What? Judges are the embodiment of justice, and so we must always be just. But I have lost my way. The righteous path which I tread has become one of evil. My position can only be inhabited by one with an infallible sense of justice, and so I must be judged and face judgment. What in the hell is this? You are telling me a judge, one of the upper strata, is the target? And they're the one putting a hit on themselves? What kind of insane... You already know the answer to the question you're about to ask, Kay. What? You may know the answer, but you no longer have the privilege. A puppet is not entitled to uphold justice. Is that because Kay is a Nikke? It's nothing so banal as that. Kay has failed us. She has forgotten her mission. She has forsaken the name which was given to her. She has failed time and time again, and become little more than a hollow puppet. What's this? A key? Kay vacantly pulls out an old key from her coat. That will tell you about the path you've walked. It will reveal the truth and the facts. It will reveal my beliefs, my will, and my sense of justice. Okay. It's like the childhood friend you've always had, but suddenly he looks a little cuter than normal. He's been wearing booty shorts lately and kind of making you question things. yeah, kind of exactly like that. You're like, God damn, am I catching feels right now? Okay. Kay clenches tightly to the old key in her hand, to which there is a tag attached that reads, Top Secret Archives, S1452. Isn't that's the one that was broken into, though? Nothing wrong with thinking weird things. That's a-okay. We arrive at the Perilous Siege safe house located within the Ark and open the door. panoply of books, which have clearly been taken from the Forbidden Library, lie scattered around the safe house. Kay doesn't so much as flinch at the sight. It's as if she was expecting it, or already knew. Aren't those the records that were missing? I think so. I pick up one of the books. Mission code K53, declassified. Target, redacted. Assignment of judge regarding redacted. Redacted emerged as a major political figure amidst the chaos that spread during the evacuation to the Ark. He initially appeared upright and honest, and he is now believed to have become intoxicated by power and is plotting to overthrow the central government. Refer to attached evidence and conduct further investigation before delivering judgment. For humankind, may justice prevail. So this must have been Kay's mission. Wait, I'm gonna look at that again. Redacted emerged as a major political figure amidst the chaos that spread during the evacuation to the Ark. He initially appeared upright and honest, and he is now believed to have become intoxicated by power and is plotting to overthrow the central government. Okay. Mission code D77, declassified. Target, Bright Squad. Assignment, gather intel on Bright Squad. Frequent injuries and mission delays have been reported within the squad. Intel suggests the squad leader could be deliberately sabotaging missions. Infiltrate their ranks, go undercover on a mission to the surface and gather intel. If the squad leader is determined to have been corrupted or otherwise overtaken, pre-authorization for immediate disposal is granted. If not, focus on intelligence gathering. For humankind, may justice prevail. D? More and more similar entries appear in the books. Cadet, I think you should take a look at this. I open the book more and hand it over to me. Mission code V1, declassified. Proposal for upholding justice within the Ark and across humanity as a whole. Within the insular society of the Ark, the activities of Perilous Siege proved remarkably effective. All traces of evil within the Ark were soon eradicated. However, evil is the darker side of the coin which must exist for justice to persist. Therefore, a proposal to maintain justice and oversee Perilous Siege has been drafted, which can be seen below. 1. Formation of slums. Originally intended for formation of minor criminal organizations and other forms of social instability. They created the slums just for this, but determined to be unnecessary due to the current the structure and atmosphere of the Ark. Priority downgraded. Only periodic monitoring required. The Outer Rim. 2. Formation of pro-Rapture radical group. Public awareness of raptures continues to decline. The attached survey suggests that it is due to the fact ordinary citizens rarely encounter raptures personally. Therefore, pro-Rapture radical groups are to receive clandestine support to increase awareness and foment hostility towards raptures for general populace. Okay. Let's see what's next. That one I'm not so shocked by because I could see the central government doing something like that. The Outer Rim one's wild though. Conduct surveillance on Redacted. Redacted is a powerful tool, but may fail to understand the judge's concept of justice. As such, it is necessary to, through the use of up-to-date research and indirect means discovered by Redacted, find a way to prevent Redacted from being an impediment in any way. On July 22nd, X recommended a candidate for this plan. She is a skilled hacker operating under the codename Zero. Proposal passed with 6 votes in favor and 3 against, excluding the proposer. Convert contract underway. Covert contract underway. Words. I certainly didn't expect that name to show up here. Neither did I. But at least we found a lead. I can finally face the Penny Association again. Okay. Kay drops the book that she was reading and starts to tremble. Are you okay? As I move towards Kay, I catch sight of what was in the book that fell to the floor. 7-1 mid-report. Mission success rate for general agents and Nikke's is under 50%. The plan itself is sound, but the method is flawed. Therefore, 1 Nikke from Perilous Siege will be deployed on Mission 7-1 as a parallel agent. Codename K gladly accepted the mission. Alright. Bro, this is just a normal event. They're giving us so much. Have you reviewed everything? Yes. We have high expectations for you. That means you have a great responsibility. It's to carry out justice, isn't it? I've been doing that all along. I know the weight of this burden. Confidence is good, but it won't be enough. Then what more is needed? Conviction. An unwavering belief that the path you are walking is righteous. There must not be a shred of doubt. Without such convictions, I cannot entrust this mission to you. I thought you were going to say something else. You think I don't have the conviction? Do you think I could have done what I've done without it? At any rate, I've seen that they're expanding the library, storing even the most minute of details. That's because records are important. Our mission is to establish a universal form of justice, one which all of humanity can share, recognize, and follow. Spare me the linguistic gymnastics and just let me do my thing. I'll show you what justice really is, and I'll do it by any means necessary. Understood. I remember. So that's what happened. I was just a puppet, completely hollow inside. I didn't have a clue. All I was doing was dancing to someone else's tune. There's nothing righteous about that. Kay, it's not your fault. The judges erased your memories so that they could use you. What difference does that make? What does it change? It doesn't wash my hands of the blood I spilled for no good reason. It doesn't change the fact that everything which I believed was justice instead was evil. Lauren slams the book she was reading to the floor. Would you can it already? What? Get over here. Lauren grabs Kay's arm and drags her out. What the? How come you're so heavy? Where are you going? I have something to show you. What is it? My interpretation of justice. Okay. Okay, so she's not just actually heavier. She is actually heavier than normal Nikke is, okay. So much so that, like, Morin is even like, what the fuck? Yeah, how dare you? Actually, it was mentioned at the beginning because the commander, like, tried to pick Kay up and he's like, oh, you're unexpectedly heavy. And I'm like, unexpectedly? We all know that Nikke's are heavier. But now, like, I guess in this comparison that even Morin's having issues. Morin ends up taking us to Fog Hollow. Oh my god, it's Jin. Hi, Jin. Huh? Morin? Didn't I tell you to take it easy? What are you doing here? I'm just stopping by. After a brief chat with Morin, Jin leaves and Morin turns to us. Here, look. Look at what? That. Morin points at the villagers working in tandem with members of the Peony Association to rebuild the town. I still don't get what your point is. But after so many Bond events, Fine Boonsound Commander can pick the commander's Riz is on a whole new level. He is the Rizmander. Get a good look, alright? On to the next place. Morin once again grasps Kay. This time, she drags her to a small hill overlooking Fog Hollow. Look here too. Oh. Pick up. Oh, you meant literally pick up. I thought you meant like in the sense of like he can get any Nikke he wants. I mean, both work, both apply here. Well, time for a sippy. And to move Riku, who is being a butt. I still can't believe they dropped that information on us, though. And it's not even the end of the event. The slums part, I'm still like, okay. I guess I can see them doing that. But like, I don't know. All for perilous siege? All to still maintain justice? Okay. Oh my god. Cat. Riku thinks he's a race car right now on my desk. I don't know why. It's Fast and the Furious for him. Don't know who he's racing. Don't know who he thinks he is. Morin points to what appears to be dozens of graves. Tell me when you've gotten a good eyeful. Then I can start talking again. What is that? What is it that you want to say? Morin doesn't answer and instead picks up a bottle of alcohol placed in front of a grave. Riku, you must save that need for speed. I don't know if I would use Riku as your car to race on the tomboy's tan lines. That might be dangerous. Riku doesn't know how to not use his claws. She slowly weaves her way through the cemetery, pouring a bit of liquor over each grave. Did you see that? All right, then I'll start. This is my definition of righteousness. What? You should know. Oh, right. Maybe you don't because your memory was erased. Anyway, this is what I consider righteous. No, I remember. Less than 10% of the original residents here survived. What are you talking about? They're not dead. What? Kay stares at the graves, bemused. They're alive in here. Morin points to her own chest. Everything comes at a cost. When something is rotten, it has to be pulled out by the root. These things are true, but even so, that doesn't mean you can cut people out of your life and act as if they never existed. That's not how it works. I was wondering when you'd finally get to the point. You call that righteousness? I call it hypocrisy. I wouldn't know anything about that. It hurts my head to think about it, but I don't regret it, not one bit. Destroying this village was something I had to do, and now I carry those people in my heart. It was something that I had to do as a human being. We must fix what is wrong, or rather, we can fix it. If you step down the wrong path, you can always turn back or around. If something is unjust, then you make it right. If we keep doing that, then I believe that we'll make this world a better place to live in. To me, that is what justice means. Yeah, you don't have to think anymore, sweetie. It's okay. I mean, she's not. I get what she's saying. Oh, Heidi. I'm not sure if I know what being okay feels like. My life's been hard and always will be. It's heavy. But I'm holding up. I believe that. I'm doing the right thing. I believe that I'm making this world a better place. It's what makes me able to endure it. Okay. Well, I've said my piece. I'll go and help the others with the repairs. Thanks, Morin. We're very grateful. Not as grateful as I am to you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have known what to do next. Anyway, let me know once things are settled. I'll continue my investigation. What do you think of what Morin said? Hearing footsteps behind me, I turned, thinking that Morin had come back. Did you leave something Huh? It's time. Pass your judgment. Me? Now? Yes, it is me. 7. The evil which you must judge. Why'd he come here? He brought himself out here to pass judgment? Something feels a little weird about this. Seven frowns at Kay. You're breaking down faster this time. Are you the one who erased Kay's memory and used her? Yes, I'm the one who erased her memories. I gave the order and granted her plea. What do you mean? I'm afraid you've been mistaken all this time. It wasn't me or anyone else who chose to erase Kay's memories. It was her own decision. Becoming an agent of justice, becoming a puppet under our control, erasing her memories, it was all Kay's own choice. And this time, she even tried to eliminate herself. Of course, an agent of justice cannot be undone by a weapon crafted to uphold justice, even if that agent is a pathetically faulty instrument. So that wound before, neither a pawn nor an agent of justice is permitted to take their own life. That's right, Kay. Your life is no longer your own. You have relinquished control over even that. Kay grits her teeth and lowers her head. The puppet show ends here. I must say it made for an excellent prelude to the final judgment. Now then, are you ready? No? You have already seen the truth. While the once glorious institution of justice fell and sank into the mire, only to be tainted and become evil, all of the pieces are arranged on the chessboard. All that remains is for you to decide. So, for the cause, and to choose the new king, pass your judgment. My phone abruptly starts ringing, startling me. 7, however, looks at me unaffected, as if he had been expecting it. As I pick up, I hear a man's voice on the other end. Hurry up and decide. The stage is set, and the conditions are already met. We may have skipped a few steps along the way, but the end result is the same as it always has been. Now, make your choice. Who are you? Oh goodness me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Forgive me, it happens once you reach a certain age. It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's see. If I were in your position, I'd have you call me X. There's a lot happening in this event right now. I think it's wild that Kay has tried to take herself out, and she can't even do that because of the judges and just the system in general she's under. I'd have you call me X. Now, getting back to what we were discussing, I'm sure you're used to situations like this by now. Choose, in the name of justice, deliver your judgment to the one before you, whom you deem unrighteous. I refuse. Oh, and why is that? This time will be different. I won't get involved in this ridiculous political game. A political game, huh? I suppose that's not entirely incorrect. Very well then, allow me to help you come to a decision. As soon as X is finished speaking. Oh. Seven pulls out a handgun from his coat and aims it at Kay. Small word of caution. Don't think for a second that I'm bluffing. It's a master's duty to willingly put down a mad dog which could go wild at any moment. You son of a... Kay stares emotionlessly at the gun pointed at her. Now, it's time to make a decision. So, what's it going to be? Which one of the unjust will you judge? Oh. What the? They're both to rescue. Excuse me. Rescue Kay? But he'll shoot, won't he? Oh. Well, yeah, I figured I could go back. I'm just like, but either option is to save her. We'll do rescue and see what happens, but I have a feeling he's just gonna shoot. Also high techno. For the sake of a righteous judgment, Seven lowers his gun and without a moment's hesitation, turns it on himself and pulls the trigger. Oh. Okay. Bye-bye? This is insane. A splendid choice. Or perhaps I should call you Seven. What? A job opening just came up. In light of the judgments you've made up until now, we have decided to offer you Seven's position. Well, I already have a job. I'm too busy to be a judge. I'm a commander as well. There's something strange in X's voice, which makes me feel uneasy, although I can't quite figure out why. You're standing at another fork in the road. Accept or decline, a binary decision. But is it really? People often delude themselves into thinking that they've made a choice. In most situations, however, everything is already predetermined, including the options available to them. People simply trick themselves into believing there's an alternative. All decisions by the judges are made by vote. Don't get the wrong idea, it's true that we did manipulate you, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a loss for you. Some food for thought. don't you think? I've recently come to know one of the judges better. I understand how confusing, even frustrating this must be. Nevertheless, set aside your youthful bluster for the moment. Suppress your emotions and think rationally about which path benefits you the most. That is the only way you can achieve your goal, I promise you. Can I ask something? By all means. The decision to have me join the judges, was it unanimous? I'm fairly certain I know at least one member who would be opposed to it. After all, decisions made by judges are supposed to be unanimous. X remains silent for so long, and that I begin to think he has hung up, but then he lets out a deep sigh. I knew it. I was too impatient. I figured that slight nudging and persuasion would be insufficient. At some point, X's voice has changed and now resembles that of the friendly elderly man next door, allowing me to make corrections. First and foremost, unanimity isn't always mandatory for us to make decisions. Sometimes the majority votes are sufficient. A single person can even push a resolution, though I'll bet at a great political risk. And to that end, I must admit, this was a decision that I made on my own. But as you can see, it failed miserably, so I will have to lay low for a while. I know what you're thinking. Why is he confessing all of this to me? The moment doubt rears its ugly head, it's already over, and it's simply a matter of time until the truth is uncovered. Like with Kay. What do you possibly have to gain by roping me in with the judges? A formidable successor whom I can entrust the future to. What? Hi, Jay. How you doing? Have you not been listening to me? I don't have much time left, but the Ark is still in dire need of justice. I must impart my knowledge to a successor while I still can. However, in attempting to do so, I have been dealt a fatal blow. What a disaster. You say that, but you seem quite happy. Of course I am. My successor has grown up splendidly, without me having to teach him anything. Oh, how'd the tournament go? While we're on the subject, we should consider having a child at some point. Pause? Wait, reverse that? While on the subject, you should consider having a child at some point. I thought it said we. I was like, oh, excuse me. Don't say that too loud. There are way too many Nikkes out there who would jump on that. I read that wrong. That changes the context. I had to go back and read it. Whoa, I was like, whoa, X, chill. Pump those brakes. After retirement, doting on grandchildren is all we old folks have left. Wow, who said you were gonna be the grandfather? There I go again, saying too much. These kinds of things happen when you get old. I hope you understand. We admire young folks and feel proud of them, but we also envy them. So don't test my patience too much. I can't keep this position empty forever. Oh, and one more thing. I have a gift for you. Think of it as a tribute to the victor. What is it? I leave Kay's fate in your hands. Kill her, erase her memory, make her a slave, ignore her. The choice is entirely up to you. Okay, I'm just gonna let her live her life. The call ends. I gaze at Kay, who is looking at me with sunken eyes. Okay, let's go back and see that other choice. real quick. We truly are. We're living in a world. You son of a. Hey, at least I messed up what X said, and X doesn't want to have babies with us. Okay, we're going for kill. For the sake of the righteous judgment. 7 lowers his weapon, and without a moment's hesitation, turns it on himself. It's the same thing! It's the same thing, boo. Erase my memory? What? Or kill me? Most of that stuff X said was completely nonsense, but there was an element of truth to some of it. Asking me to erase your memory is the same as asking me to kill you. I can't make that kind of decision. That's not who I am. Good options. Good, solid options, Commander. I like what you're getting at here. I can completely get with you on this. Hey, you are not a puppet. You saw those records. I'm a bad person by anyone's measurement. All of those deranged orders from 7? I obsessed over how to carry them out more efficiently. I claimed to be making my own judgments, completely unaware that the outcome was already decided. And you carried them out flawlessly. Despite all of that, you never gave up on life. What? Erasing your memory may be close to dying, but it's not exactly the same. Why is it that you chose to have your memories erased instead of being killed? You want to know my theory? I think you wanted to fix things somehow. You were in too much pain and couldn't bear it, so you erased your memories. But even then, you couldn't run. You still wanted to restore justice with your own hands. In life, we're faced with many imbalances. We pile on additional weights and remove others, attempting to balance the scales. But there is no such thing as perfect equilibrium. Rather than trying too hard to make everything balanced, it's times like that I tilt my head, and then everything looks in order. It's a way to get by and keep living. I'm going. See you later. Propose? Damn, you're right, Erdon. There was a third option in there somewhere. I tilt my head and compromise. Oh. The thorns on Kay's gun spark ominously. There's no lasting damage, just pure pain. Perfect for extracting the truth. The method used must be clean. There you go again. You're going to be up all night. Remember, clean methods make for clean resolution. All right. Stop going on about clean this and clean that. I'll do things my own way. Even if the means were immoral, even if you did not act righteously, you still wanted to restore justice. There's more to it than that. I'm a villain, a bloodthirsty, vicious villain. I don't think you are, Kay. I absolutely do not think you are. What right do I have to talk about justice? You are on the right path as we speak. What? Morin is just a person. Is she a perfect person? No, she's not, without her flaws. But if we were to place her on the scales, they would certainly tip towards the side that's just. Even if others call her a criminal, and despite what occurred in Fog Hollow, she is still a righteous person. That's because she keeps striving to uphold what she feels is right. Up until now, you've left all the decision-making up to me. Now it's time for you to decide, Kay. So what's it going to be? What's your decision? My decision is... Kay grits her teeth and slowly lifts her head. I really can't stand this. Twisting and smashing words together in a try and force meaning, even when it makes no sense. Talking like you know everything when you don't have a clue. I try to kill myself, for goodness sake. I'm too far gone. This is why I don't like humans. You don't like humans? No. At least, not before. I see. Doesn't seem like much has changed. You're right. Nothing has changed, and that's a bad thing. So, it's time we change that, starting now. I'll help. You? How? I'll have to think about it. Kay looks more at ease, picking the gun up from the floor. Okay, show me then. Let me see for myself. Show me what righteousness is to you. And the road for justice I meant to follow. Road for justice begin. Oh, bro. I wonder what they're going to do for the hard mode end. They did dump a lot of information onto them. But I do like that the commander's like, no, you are just in your own way. The scales of justice are balanced differently for each person. And the commander's not wrong in the sense that the scales would tip more to the just side for Moran, even though that there are things that others would see as unjust that she's done. So I really like the commander for saying that. I also really like that Kay, we got to see that vulnerability in Kay. That's what I wanted. I'm so happy with this event. As soon as I saw the event screen, I was like, oh, I really hope that we get to see like a vulnerable side of her. And they delivered. What is that? What is that? Why would you want me to suffer? Why would you do that to me? Also, now we're gonna have to deal with the commander potentially having to make a decision with the judges. And like, are we going to ever meet X and who they are and what are their secrets that they're wanting to pass on to us? I have questions. Many questions. But now it's time to pull for my life and pray I get her. Because if I don't, I'm gonna cry. I'll be very sad. Stall? What am I stalling for? What, you want me to stall for the channel points? I don't think I have anything to really... Wait, I can go grab this. I think tonight we're gonna try to get through chapter 37. We just have to go through the recollections because I've already cleared everything. So we just have to go through like the actual story because I really want to get through story. I've been stalling for too long. Commander walking into a courtroom immediately breaks it down, making other courtroom appointed Nikke's fall to their knees and onlookers jump out of their chairs. He busts in through the door and just starts breaking a move right in the middle of the courtroom. Your Honor, this is my case. Starts breakdancing all over the courtroom. Beautiful. Is there no way to end that sooner? Oh, there isn't. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to really stall with. Get your votes in now or you're a filthy cheater. Don't cheat. No cheating. can I just tell everyone that like the Drake event has been great, but also the Drake event has like made me so starved for certain skill things to upgrade units. Like, I never thought I'd start running out of these skill manuals that are yellow, but here I am, only having six of them. I'm dying out here, but I have so many of everything else. Just rough out here. Drake, thank you for the free things, but also mine are 10-10-10. I got them out of the way. I need to their gear isn't great. I need to reroll so I can get some elemental damage onto them. But they both have 10-10-10. But I'd like some elemental damage on them. If I can get it. I've started working on Mihara. I'm working on gear right now, but I'm working on Breddy for the actual like skills, which I already have her at 778. So I'm trying to get Breddy leveled up.
May I have a bite later?
Because she's pretty good for water teams, but I also need to level Summer Rosanna for her. No, I didn't get Mihara's skin. We had some stuff come up with the car, so that pulled a lot of money out. So I didn't end up getting it. That was around the time we had the issues with the car. So I had to pass. Commander is then appointed Judge Magister, making a new law that the defense is allowed to call dance battles to prove innocence. You know who would be the best lawyer in the arc then? It'd be Mustang. I'd be like, alright, I call for Mustang to be my lawyer because no one is going to beat him. No one's gonna outbust a move on Mustang. He just wins by default. Oh, I also got, which we'll probably do next week, since we'll just be doing the end. I got Laplace's favorite item. No, not yet. I'm gonna pull here in a minute. So we have her hero, or her item. Thank you for paying your Chama Corp taxes. Chama's on strike right now. He's refusing to talk. He's on strike. How's Ivy doing today? I'm also working on Trina. I did end up getting Trina.
Can you hear the sounds of nature?
But I just need to get 10 on her burst and she'll be good. Alright, we're gonna pull. That's... Anyone who didn't get their votes in, you can be a filthy cheater. I'm impatient and I want to pull. I want to pull for my wife. So you made it just in time, Ivy. Just in time. Hopefully this means I'll get her because Ivy just gave me all the good luck. Ivy, I'm counting on you. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Ivy. Wife, 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 wife. Oh. No wife. All day headache, but besides that, I'm well. How are you doing? How was work? Work was work. It was a Monday. Gloomy Monday. Sleepy Monday. Slow Monday. That's how it felt. Already failed my K-pulls, so maybe you can do better. Listen, Quas failed his K-pulls as well, but Izu today, I've been helping Izu on her account, and then she had like some pulls, and she pulled and she got 2. She got 2 Ks in one 10 pull. I can wish to summon Izu's luck. Ivy, don't say that. You can't say that. You're supposed to be supportive. You're supposed to say, yeah, you'll get her. Oh? Why?
Leave it to me.
Wife.
Armament check. I'll be part
Okay,
of your platoon from
please.
here on out.
Let's go!
I'm in a surly mood. If there's anyone you want off, feel free to tell me.
Yes.
Leave it to me.
Go
Soldier
away.
OW.
Go away. I'm being attacked. No,
Let's go
stop.
find
Stop.
something delicious, old
He's trying to stop. Don't
Is
touch
Lord around
it.
here?
Just go away. I'm being attacked. Help. Someone call the animal shelter. Call the animal shelter.
Nice to meet you.
Don't touch. Don't touch. Get out of the way.
I'm in
Yeah!
a surly
Izu,
mood.
thank you for the
If there's
luck.
anyone you want off, feel free
Bless
to tell me.
Izu, thank you. I had a rabid cat attacking me that whole time.
Don't you know? There's a fine line between pleasure and pain.
Yay! Yeah. No. Don't say that. I do have a choice. I do have a choice. The choice is I have to save.
Thanks for the support.
I have a choice. I'm sorry.
So irritating. Do I look like a pushover to you?
I want to hear her line. I kind of like the walking animation. I'm not gonna lie. That's really cute. Yeah, Inky stomps. I like the reload where she pulls the gun back like that.
If you want to rest, just go to the hotel.
Okay, I'll go to the hotel. Thank you.
There aren't any humans here. That's why I like this place. Oh, right. I forgot you're a human.
I'm sorry, I'm a filthy human. I'm so happy she's not in NPC jail anymore. God, I love her. Look at those thighs. Look at those thighs. Ah. She could crush my head between her thighs. Please. Please. God damn. Now, I haven't done my homework on how good she is in team comps. Has anyone seen or heard anything? Seen any testing for her? Not I. I was gonna say I haven't.
Why do you keep bothering me? Got a death wish or something? Do I look like a pushover to you? Huh?
No, ma'am.
So irritating.
I'm sorry,
You
ma'am.
call me over here, and now you're doing something else? Hey! If you want to rest, just go to the hotel. There aren't any humans
Okay,
here.
those are normal.
I'm in a surly mood. If there's anyone you want off, feel free to tell me.
Okay.
Now I feel like I can cut loose. Oh, that's good. Thanks for the support. Huh? This is for me? There's not a bomb inside or anything, is there?
No, I promise I didn't put a bomb in your gift, Kay. I promise.
Thank you. Whenever I see you lately, I get so flustered and... I don't even know. I'm not even acting like myself. If there are more humans like you around, life might be more tolerable. Why do you always make people worry about you? I briefed myself on the mission earlier. Why the hell? I'm going.
I'm going.
Target sighted. I'll kill you all. Time to take out the trash. This ought to be fun. Wait a moment. Reloading. Hurry, hurry! Charging complete. I'm gonna roast you all alive. Time to wrap this up. That was nothing. Next. You couldn't even command properly.
She blames us on the out of action.
That was a simple
He
mission.
needs glasses. She would be absolutely cute with glasses. I do agree with you there. Wait, Waddle, are you getting the skin for Moran? Where is she? Oh, I passed her.
Hello, Cadet. Let's be good friends. The Peony Association never engages in immoral acts.
I always forget how deep of a voice Moran actually
Faithfulness
has.
is the most important quality of a knight errant. Hello, Cadet. Let's be good friends. Would you like to join my organization? You're always welcome. If you're ever having any difficulties, don't hesitate to reach out. I will be with you forever. That I can promise you. I'll never abandon you, no matter what happens.
I love her. Why are the underworld queens so good? All right, we'll go do the Bond story. Since I got her. Here, let me do this first.
Whenever I see you lately, I get so flustered and I don't even know.
Just need to have a soft moment with Morin so badly. Just a quiet night talking gently. Would you survive that night though? Nerdon, would you survive? Oh no, we're in the shower again. The door to the commander's room slides open, right on cue. This is followed by the sound of footsteps, clothes being changed, and then... Today's news, a series of accidents are continuing to occur across the region. The central government is preparing an official statement. This is most disappointing. You're mistaken. That's not what I... How? How can you still call yourself human? Kay freezes, her hand resting on the shower room door. You think you're human? What a joke. People like you make me sick. She finds humanity revolting. But when did she start feeling that way? Has she always thought that? Was it when she became a Nikke? Or maybe... She pushes down the intrusive thoughts and pushes open the now familiar bathroom door. I guess our shower is just open to the public now. The commander's shower is just a public shower now at this point. I'm off duty and attempting to relax when, without warning, the bathroom door suddenly opens. And Kay walks out. Hey. You're getting a bit too used to this. Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? That I would get used to just people coming in and out of my bathroom and even just my house in general. I know, right? Kind of crazy. With hot water, that's probably still true. Kay plops down on the seat next to me and starts channel surfing. Hey, that was an important scene. You actually find that drivel interesting? It's a masterpiece that'll go down in cinematic history. Huh. Don't you watch any TV shows? What did they even show in those? Stuff about people's lives. Sometimes there's a bit of action. Do I look like someone who'd watch that kind of crap? Point taken. Looking bored, Kay puts the remote down and leans back against the sofa. something's on your mind, and I don't think it's about a mission. Something happened? I don't know. Nothing in particular. It was just an ordinary day. But my brain's all foggy, and I've been overthinking things. Does that ever happen to you? Sure, sometimes. Well, it's one of those days for me. Kay leans back against the sofa and closes her eyes. It'd be good if you could take a breather on days like this. Maybe do something you enjoy. What do you usually do when you rest? When I rest, I do exactly that. Rest. Fair enough. I didn't peg you for the type to veg out in your room. I don't veg out. I just sit. Sit how? How else? In a chair. Wait, are you messing with me? No, not at all. The conversation has started to go oddly sideways, and a bad feeling is beginning to creep in. Do you have any hobbies? You could totally have that Twitch fishing game, but instead it's just as mindlessly catching fish for an outfit on Stella Blade in the what do you... I don't know if I can put the outfits from Stella Blade in the corner. I don't know. Can I even do that? I don't know how that works. What do you mean? I'm asking you, what do you mean? I don't Oh, you mean put your gameplay on the corner. I thought you meant like actually get the fishing thing. Oh, okay. I get what you're talking about now. No, anything you like. Food, music, stuff like that. Nope. So, when you say that you sit, you literally just sit there. Yeah. I was hoping that wasn't the case. But of course it is. Are you busy right now? No, I wrapped up my assignment, and I've got nothing going on. In that case, I just imagine Kay's room has nothing in it. It's like super just like bare bones, has like her outfit, her guns in there, and like a bed, and then there's a chair, and she just walks in and sits in the chair and does nothing else. Just stares into the void. My mission's over. There's nothing to do. Ain't no way we're about to be doing some ADHD simulation with Chama fishing in the corner. Needs to be POV cam running through the walls looking for cheese. Men live like this kind of scene with Kay. Exactly. You live like this? I just caught a box. You guys really need that stimulation in your life? Do you need a cross cam? You need a cross cam in your life for that extra bit of stimulation. What the? Why are you grabbing my shoulder? Tell me with a mission. A mission? Out of the blue like this? Well, maybe not a mission exactly, but something like it. What's gotten into you? You're acting weird. Anyway, fine. We'll say it's a mission. Who's the target? This time, the target is you. Uh-oh. Take yourself out. No, actually, don't do that. Please. I was a joke. It was a joke. Don't do that, please. Naturally, Kay is visibly annoyed, and I only barely managed to calm her down. The commander's always rizzing. Nerd on. Always. Listen, let me explain. It'll all make sense. Kay stares at me, not bothering in the slightest to hide her displeasure. All the missions and judgment that you've had me carry out were about deciding whether someone deserved to live, right? Well, this is a similar thing. The only difference is, now there's a small twist. This time, it's about you, Kay. I'm going to judge whether you deserve to live the way you are now. What are you even talking about? Just sit down for now. I make Kay sit back on the sofa and sit across from her. Kay, This is starting to feel like an intervention. I know about the path you've walked. I'm also familiar with the path you're walking now, and the weight you're carrying upon your shoulders. Do you really think it's okay for someone carrying such a heavy burden to be living such a joyless life? Well, I'm going to be the judge of that. You? Yes, me? On what authority? As your friend. I don't see the point. Even if you judge me, what changes? It might change something. You've changed. Have I? According to Haruki, I'm exactly the same. Well, I guess I did. Humans change. The same must go for Nikke's, who used to be human. I used to hate that, but I've decided not to let it get to me. Not anymore. The mission is we stand up in the watchtower. We're going to use it as a vantage point so we can look at the most beautiful and wonderful person I have a crush on. Commander proceeds to just stare at Kay. God damn. The Riz, it's too strong. I don't think she can handle it. We're not quite at that level for her. That might be too much. She might actually take us out. Nerd on. I'd forgotten about that. What? Kay stands up without answering my question. So, what's your plan? How are you going to do this? It'll be like the last time you came to me with a request. I'll go undercover and approach someone close to the target. Why don't you just make up a fake name while you're at it? Should I go with Steve again? Were you always this shameless? You were so awkward during your first judgment. But now, you've changed too. I prefer to say I've grown. What? I've grown. I picked up a lot of things, experiences. Growth, huh? After being lost in thought for a while, Kay suddenly gets up and heads towards the door. Where are you going? To bed. It's late. Kay gestures to the clock, which reveals it is nearing midnight. Are you doing anything tomorrow? I don't think so. Oh wait, I've got practice with Dee. Practice? Alright, that couple cosplay thing you've got going on. Oh no, she's judging us. Don't judge me. Don't judge me in my RP with my wife. Never mind then. You said you were going to judge me, didn't you? Well, I'm off tomorrow, so wouldn't that be the best time to observe me? True, in that case. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Alright, see you tomorrow. Bye. You're enjoying this fishing way too much, Quas. Even to the point of fishing up nuclear waste. The next day, I watch Kay during her day off. It's reminiscent of a monk observing silent meditation. What are you doing? Resting. Kay sits upright in a hotel room chair. You're not even going to use your phone? And talk to who? Even if you don't have anyone to talk to, you could play games or scroll through social media. You already made me install blah blah. What makes you think I'd bother with that kind of stuff again? Somewhat at a loss for words, I turn to Kay's teammate, who is sitting nearby. Dee? Oh my gosh, unnerved. Hi Dee, hi wife. Maybe this is why my English literature teacher called me the hopeless romantic. I think so. I think they're right. Yes, honey? Has Kay always been like this? She certainly has. At least she has since she joined Perilous Siege. Does it bother you? It's just, now that I know about it, it's hard not to think about it. Dee, are you seriously staying in character even when you're off duty? If you don't like it, leave. You're the one who barged in here unannounced. This is my favorite chair, that's all. Kay stretches with a long sigh. Resting really does help me recharge. Isn't it about time you head back? I've done my report. Now I'm standing by. What about you? I'm a freelancer, remember? I don't have to be on duty at all times, and right now, I'm off the clock. You seem to be doing pretty well for yourself. What, you jealous? No. I'm just relaxing in my own way. He glances at me briefly, then stands up. You should do the same. What are you talking about? That's exactly what I'm doing. Good, and that's that. He looks at me one last time before leaving the room. What was up with that look? Why all the weird tension? I think I know, but... Okay, have you really been like this all your life? Yeah. I told you yesterday, this is what I'm used to. I'm a Nikke after all. I don't need all that much. What I really need is maintenance, not R&R. Kay produces an energy bar from her pocket. What are you doing? Eating? Kay nibbles on the energy bar bit by bit. Is that enough food for you? Why wouldn't it be? It's not like Nikkes actually need sustenance. We only eat for a psychological boost. But isn't that the whole point? That eating makes you feel good? So, what are you going to do after you finish that? He really is the you live like this? Girl. Keep resting. Kay nods towards the chair she was sitting in before. Well, have you reached a decision? Do I deserve to live like this? If you haven't seen enough to make a judgment, go ahead and keep watching. I don't mind. No, this is enough. You don't deserve to live like this. Okay then. How are you going to carry out the sentence? You die. That's how it always goes. Didn't you say last time that you couldn't kill me? Growth my ass. You have changed. I don't mean death in that sense. I mean the version of you that's lived like this will die and a new Kay will be born. What are you blathering about? Come with me. I drag Kay out of the hotel. She really could be among the absolvement of all physical and mortal connections and values. I mean, for real. G has glasses, right? Maybe. G stands for glasses, right? So therefore she should have some. But will you ever see G? Does G really exist? I head back to my room to set Kay straight. After briefly checking that everything I need was ready, I turn back to Kay. Are you ready to experience real true leisure? Do I need to prepare just to rest? Of course. Recreation can require just as much preparation as work. Now lie down on the bed. What are we doing, Commander? But I'm not tired. No, not to go to sleep. Just lie down and appreciate the feeling of the bed. Kay looks at me skeptically and heads to the bed. Once she lies down, her eyes widen in shock. Pretty impressive, right? I spent a small fortune on that bed so I could have the ultimate rest. It was soft. Kay stays on the bed for a while, rolling around in near disbelief. What are we gonna do in that bed exactly? Also, you didn't also just spend a small fortune on that bed just so that you could get an ultimate night's sleep. You spent a small fortune on that bed so that 4 people could sleep in it. Let's be real here. All of the counters plus you. Then suddenly, she jolts upright, like someone coming out of hypnosis. You caught a great white shark? What the fuck? How? Whew, that was close. What do you mean? Nothing. So this is it. This is what you consider resting. Lying on a bed? For how much you built this up, it's a bit underwhelming. Of course there's more. I pull out a bag of my favorite snacks from a drawer. Snacks? You can't truly have leisure time without something like this. Kay frowns as she watches me take a bite. Does that stuff taste any good? I tried it before and I didn't really like it. I pop one into Kay's mouth. Try it again. It's good, right? What the? How's this possible? Back then it tasted so... Back when? When our squad had just formed. Lindemann has come a long way since then. Kay's eyes are glued to my hands as I grab another piece. You can have more, you know. Kay, whose hand was already halfway into the bag, quickly retracts it. That face, that blush is so cute. What the fuck? Cute. Girl, you just need some snackies and a good show and a comfy bed and you're good. Your days off will be changed forever. Who needs to explore the outside world? Who needs to be around stinky humans? Detected? Just a little bit. Yeah, nerd on. Just a little bit. I just want you to know that I'm over here just like having a good time. Just like vibing out with this Bond story, and all I can hear in the background is Cross furiously clicking on his controller so he can fish. Just pure button mashing over there. It's wonderful. Oh, I need a stretchy. Hi, Riku. I'm sorry I disrupted your sleep, Riku. It kind of sounds similar to that, I won't lie. Just looking over there at him. Oh my god. I need more moe. How much more? How much more, Waddle? Alright, welcome back, everyone. Don't want any. I don't need it. Then here, take this. I hand her my phone. What is this? A comic? Yeah, it's the most popular one around at the moment. Didn't I tell you I wasn't interested in this stuff? Kay begins flipping through the pages half-heartedly, but her movements start to slow down. After finishing the first chapter, Kay looks up from the screen. That was good, isn't it? Now, the next step is what? To do both at once. I lay down with a snack in one hand and my phone in the other, just like this. Lying down, munching on snacks, and reading my comics, I am enjoying the ultimate session of R&R. All the while, Kay stares at me like she can't believe what she's seeing. Now this here is peak comfort. Come here, Kay. You deserve to have a taste of this too. Damn. Don't say that too loud, Commander. Someone might misinterpret what they mean. You deserve to have this too. No, I don't deserve it. Her sudden outburst startles me. But I can tell that she's even more taken aback by her reaction. I mean it. I don't deserve that kind of comfort. Can I ask why? Because I hate myself. Oh, okay, don't do that, please. Don't do that to me. I can't handle that. I used to hate humanity for its fickleness. One thing today, another tomorrow. No real sense of justice, only caprice. But then, Kate clenches her fist and continues. At some point, I realize that I'm just like them. No worse. Other people change on a whim, sure. But me? I changed my moral standards, and I excused it all in the name of justice. I can't stand it. With all my self-loathing, I can't bear to see myself be comfortable. Come on, let's go. Where? Somewhere you might enjoy. Please, please. Help her, Commander. We arrive at the hot spring inside the Ark, which I visit occasionally. You think this is something I'd like? A hot spring? Yeah. I've never been to a place like this. I never even considered it. Maybe you just didn't realize how much you'd enjoy it. Remember when you were at your lowest point? You tried to end your life. Your memory has been erased, and you were in my room lying in the bathtub. I've been wondering what you were thinking then. I don't know. Nothing in particular. Just... It was hard. I was exhausted. Back then, I didn't even know why I was struggling so much. Maybe that's why it felt even worse. Yeah, you did it without even knowing why. You just knew you had to run away. So, I figured that perhaps bathing is what puts you at ease. I guess it makes sense. So, in other words, you're trying to get me to take a bath? That's right. Now go get changed. Kay looks at me disapprovingly. I took off my clothes long ago, and I'm now standing with only a towel wrapped around my waist. Goddamn, Commander, you wasted no time. Pretty sure you're enjoying this more than me. Well, maybe a little. Anyway, I'm heading in. I slowly ease into the warm water. Kay walks behind me. I hear the sound of clothes slipping off. Quaz, I said he's on strike. He's on strike right now. He's not working. He broken. Chama broken. He's not listening to me. I can refund that though. No, we don't replace Chama. Never. I hear the sound of clothes slipping off. Then you read it? No. I don't even know how to pronounce half those words. You come over here and read it yourself. Give me the real TTS Chama experience. If you want it read, you come over here and you read it. Items being set down on the floor. And then the sound of Kay entering the water. Ah. Does it feel nice? Kay lightly splashes the water, and the ripples gently lap against my skin. Oh, is it? If I'm thinking correctly, they're the fish that scares me, or one of the fish that scare me a lot. Taking a bath in the hot water, or the hot spring, this is what true relaxation looks like. You should do it more often. Don't worry, stopping to smell the roses for a moment doesn't mean you've changed. What? Stumbling, taking a break, they're the same thing. As long as you keep going, nothing's lost. But like smaller, are they the ones with the scales? The really tough scales. No one gets where they want to go in a single day. You take breaks, have fun, wander down a few diversions, and if you end up going the wrong way, you can always turn around. They have those plated armor-looking heads and eyes that glow in the night. Their tails are large and have red and... Yes, those. Yeah, those scare me. I don't like those. No. At least, I don't think doing that makes you a different person. So please, don't be so hard on yourself. Hold on, you haven't tried this line on other girls, have you? No, I was being sincere. Kay chuckles softly. Her skin gently presses against my back, accompanied by a soft splashing of water. Yes, I hate humans and I hate myself. That much is true. But despite that, Kay leans her head against my back and whispers, "Being around you isn't so hard." Glad to hear it. A little more weight presses against me. I've been meaning to ask you something. Yeah? It's a lot of weight to carry, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Can you handle it on your own? No, I can't. That's why I always need help from you all. There's a long silence. Just as a bead of sweat begins to form on my forehead, a voice behind me finally speaks. I've got more to learn, not just about justice. So, where do we start? That snack was actually really good. I bought a whole box. Take some. There's no need for that. I'll come by once in a while for a bath. Come anytime. Just be careful not to run into Neon or Anise. Noted. Kay says nothing more after that reply. In fact, after that, we don't exchange a single word with each other. Eventually, I start feeling lightheaded from the hot spring and step out. All the while, there is a pleasant feeling of warmth and weight on my back. Oh, that's really cute, actually. I really liked her Bond story. That was actually a really good one. Not like, I don't know if I'd put it in my top 5, but I quite enjoyed it. The event too, I think, is up there on some of my top events. Kay's good. I like Kay. I'm very happy with her addition and how they've handled the event story.
I'm only putting up with this because it's you. Got it.
I got it. You're only putting up with this because it's me. Alright, I think we're gonna do story now. After I do this.